Hi guys, chapter 2 here, and I realized that the writing prompt I gave you in the calendar is for chapter 3. So, that being said, we're not going to talk about the laws yet because the laws get made in chapter 3. Instead, we're going to talk about why did the Franks feel safe in Holland and how did that change in 1940. Okay? Alright. So, we're going to be looking for the answers of why did they feel safe in Holland and what changed in 1940. Let's get started. Many Jewish families began to leave Germany. One of these families was the family of Anne Frank. Anne's parents, Otto and Edith, did not want to leave Germany. Everyone in Anne's family was a citizen of Germany. Otto had been an officer of the German army, and yet the Nazis were forcing his family to leave their country. In 1934, the Frank family moved to a small country called Holland. The people in Holland are called the Dutch. The Dutch people did not hate the Jews. The Frank family bought a new house in the city of Amsterdam. Anne was 4 years old and her sister Margot was 7 when the family moved to Amsterdam. So Amsterdam here is in Holland. Now, why might they feel safe in Holland? Let's look at this last sentence here on this paragraph. The Dutch people did not hate the Jews. Okay? They felt unsafe in Germany because the Nazis hated and didn't like, they blamed the Jews. But in Holland, the Dutch did not hate the Jews. This could be a reason why they felt safe in Holland. The girls learned to speak Dutch. They went to school with Dutch children. The Franks felt safe in Holland. Otto rented a small building for his business. For 6 years, life was good again. So why'd they feel safe? Life was good again. The Dutch did not hate the Jews. Business was doing okay. It's a beautiful city. See the canals. But the Nazis were catching up with them. In 1940, the Nazis took over Holland. So these are the people that didn't like them. Edith and Otto were afraid when the Nazis came into Holland. So what changed? The Nazis came into Holland, and that made them afraid. The Franks hoped that the Nazis would not treat Jews in Holland in the same way that they had treated the Jews in Germany. But no one knew for sure what the Nazis would do. And that's the end of chapter 2. We will start chapter 3 on Thursday. Hope everyone had a great day, and let's look at this writing prompt. So, why did the Franks feel safe in Holland? Well, we looked at this page where it said the Dutch people did not hate the Jews. Okay. We looked here and said that for 6 years life was good. Okay. And we also, there's some information here that's not important, like they learned to speak Dutch. Okay, that's fun. The people were called the Dutch. I don't think they felt safe just because they thought the word Dutch was nice. And 4 years old and her sister Margot was 7. That's information, but it doesn't tell me why they felt safe. So I think the information that tells me why they felt safe is that they were living with people that didn't hate them, and for 6 years life was good again. So, why did the Franks feel safe in Holland? Here's what I'm going to write. They were living in an area where people didn't hate them, because that can be scary to live somewhere where someone hates you just because who you are, and that's what they were living in Germany. Okay, and also life was good for 6 years. I mean, it's not like they just went there for a month to hide it out. They were there for 6 years. The children had learned how to speak Dutch. So they had a good life for 6 years. They probably thought the worst was over. They escaped Germany. Okay, in 1940, what happened? Okay, we see that they are now afraid because in 1940 the Nazis took over Holland. Okay, so the Nazis took over Holland. Okay, that's going to be my answers. So why did they feel safe? They were living in an area where people didn't hate them. Life was good for 6 years. And then how did that change in 1940? The Nazis took over Holland. Now, the laws that they're going to set for Jewish people living in Holland, we're going to see that in Anne's own handwriting in an entry in her journal in chapter 3. So stay tuned. Have a good day.